Hello there.
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf biscuit was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why a mooncalf?
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. But I've seen great depth of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garniff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her
sorry,
and bring
buddy.
her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts.
No need.
Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
Thank you, buddy.
I should try and rescue Garniff's mooncalf. Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find those poachers.
Yeah, I'll go there. I'd want my pet returned to me safely as well. Look at this as a free of charge thing. Just want to help you get your pet back. I know I'd do anything to get my Diva back if anything happened to him. So let's go and get him back, shall we? Get her back. This biscuit. There we go. Leo. Very nice. Gorgeous. Okay, let's go after Biscuit.
This looks intriguing.
I should have my next nag. Oh! It's my last one. The balloons. Last set of balloons.
Poachers! Garniff was right there. I'd better be careful. Revelio.
That's an infamous foe. A dog bog. Okay, sure. Where the hell is the blue? Oh, there's one. Okay. Oh, there's a landing platform here too. There we go. That is very well hidden. There we go. That should be all brooms collected. Let's have a look. The bright spark broom, sorry. Let's have a look, shall we? Can't look at it in the air. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I thought I turned you back. Little shit.
I will avenge.
You will avenge. Sure you will.
Confringo! Bombarda!
Nice try.
Accio!
Do you? Oh, are you still in there?
Accio. Aloha Mora.
Alright, well, as long as I can open this, that's fine. Thought the game was bugged then for a minute.
Now then.
Oh.
Which one of you is Biscuit?
Oh god, which one? This one? That one's Biscuit.
Arresto momentum.
There we go.
All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to golf, shall we?
Alright, you all. Take care. What on earth were they doing with all these moon calves? Right, let's have a look at that broom now that we are on the floor. Bright spark. Oh, it's got stars on it. Alright, we'll use it for a bit. Hopefully I should have all the brooms now. Oh, that's great. Love the little stars on the front.
Garneth, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
All the above. We're both fine.
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. Where poachers are concerned, I tend to expect the worst. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
She's safe with me. That's fucked up. No. I'm glad that you're going home with her.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure she'll be happy to go home.
Oh, that is a great weight off my mind. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit, my wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course.
Oh, please,
Well
no. I don't want a
deserved.
reward.
As I said
Not for
before,
this.
you have restored my faith in wizard kind.
Oh, bless you. Go on now.
You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
You be safe now, okay, Garneth? Bless him. He gave me 300 galleons for that, bless him. You didn't need to do that. I wanted to do it for free. I'd want to do the same for anyone that lost a pet. Or if my pet was lost, I'd like someone to help me find them. This game can really make you play like a real arsehole if you wanted to. Like, I could have just said to him, no, I'm keeping the moon car for myself. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. It's like that scene in, you know that bit from Snatch where, oh, it's brilliant, like Vinnie Jones. It's like, the whole, it's just brilliant. Guy Ritchie, like, does this fantastic film about, like, these gangsters, like, trying to go after a diamond, and, like, all these other people are after it as well, but they've got like different stories and stuff like that. You know, it's got Jason Statham in it as well. It's just like the stories all combine in one way, shape or form, and it's just so funny to like watch. There's this American guy who's there with Vinnie Jones because he's come all the way over from America to like buy the diamond, and the dog's apparently eaten the diamonds. There's a dog and he's just eating it for some weird reason. Anyway, Vinnie Jones is basically looking at him thinking, alright, well, what do we do? Do we wait for it to pass it? And then the American guy's like, nah, we're going to take it out now. And he hands him a knife. And then Vinnie looks at him like, what, on the dog? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, that's a bit strong, isn't it? Mind you, this man is like tough as nails. He beats the shit out of people for a living. He kills people. He's been shot God knows how many times. But yeah, the dog's too much. And I agree, 100%. Like, that's a bit strong to do that to a dog. I'm sorry. Thankfully, the dog's fine, and he manages to escape with the diamond intact, basically, inside of its digestive system. It's just a funny film. It's worth watching when you get a chance, really. It's so funny. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Sorry, Poppy, how are you? Just having a little sing
There
along.
you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
But everything's fine now.
If your gran's alright and they didn't get the egg, then perhaps we're fine.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The
Oh, Gran.
poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures.
Oh my
One of
god.
them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget,
What?
long thought to be extinct.
There's a Snidget in this game? There's a fucking Snidget! Oh, we have to go save it. Oh, we have to go save it.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make
They're
more money
rare.
with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the
Actually, they were
poachers found
used in
them now,
Quidditch
I
games
can't
more
bear to
often,
think
but
about
yeah.
the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
They'll probably try to revitalise the old Quidditch game. Yeah, they used to use Snidgets rather than, like, what's the newly created snitch, basically, where it's not mechanical, it was a real bird. They would catch the bird and then crush it in their hands. Like, I don't understand why they'd crush it. Why not just catch it and then put it away for safekeeping? But they have to go and crush it? Like, that's just so unnecessary.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From
I
what
don't
she
know about
recalls, the
that.
journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
Oh, please don't tell me it's a fucking fetch quest. Please don't tell me it's a fetch quest without a fucking decency of a location on it. Like, do I have to fucking use treasure maps to find these fucking birds?
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
I mean, we could get the centaurs on our side, but wouldn't they become hostile towards us either?
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
They might just punish
I'll let
us
you know
for...
as soon as I have a plan.
They might just punish us for, like, us giving away the position and location of the Snidget, though. They might use us as, like, you know, martyrs for this, you know? I don't know. I'm just saying, be careful, puppy, you know? It's one thing protecting animals, but, you know, don't do it at the cost of your own life, because then you won't be here to protect the animals. Honestly. Les swing flies.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that ring like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now Yes, sir. I'm gonna stick like glue. Stick because I'm stuck on you.
Oh!
You fight like the Englishman you are. Footwork, man.
Oh! Bless. Stupid idiot.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did
What's
you
that?
discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a
Pointing at
little
him.
difficult to interpret,
Finger guns.
but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time.
Damn.
He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
Yeah, I believe they actually lifted those 3 curses during the First Wizarding War, I believe. That's how desperate they were to take down Voldemort. I regret using Crucio, but I didn't use Crucio. I actually still haven't used Crucio, oddly enough. I agree, what we did... What we had to... Yeah, I agree.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our
It was
only
either that or
option.
die in
And
there,
I'm
you
glad
know.
we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else.
What's that?
References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this
Really?
relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I mean, if you can place a curse on someone, you should be able to remove it. I mean, he's gonna find out. I feel like we should tell him.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise, I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
Alright.
And
Hope you
don't
know what
feel
you're
sorry
doing,
for Ominous.
Sebastian.
Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Oh,
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian.
oh,
I heard everything.
Uh-oh.
You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
oh, I want to be on I want to be a fly on the wall when that conversation happens
I
again.
am not letting this go.
You alright, Ominous?
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Wow. Now. What happened?
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
It's giving him hope.
Those references in the book seem
He might
promising.
be able to help his sister.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
I'll keep you in the loop on this. I mean, he deserves to know he's his friend at the end of the day. The fuck? It's so long! guess we'll have to come back to that at a later date. Late night stargazing.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak Gobbledegook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves Gobbledegook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know Gobbledegook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library.
Brilliant.
Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Understandable. Well, not really, but you know.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in Gobbledegook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me. Being self-taught and all.
I mean, it's really amazing when you think about it. Like, my friend, he comes from Colombia, speaks perfect English. Like, if it wasn't for his skin tone, you wouldn't think that he was Ecuadorian, you know. Sorry, not Ecuadorian, Colombian, sorry. So it's just brilliant how you know someone's practiced a language to and fro when they sound like the language you're speaking, you know. It's like I have to give like props to people that learn English to live here basically in England, you know, because it's a lovely country to live in. It's just unfortunate that we can't do the same, or most of us can't do the same from other countries. Like, I know a good few languages, but it's kind of scattered. It's not like I know it fluently. I can speak Italian and Japanese and a little bit of Chinese, and a couple of phrases or so in Turkish, oddly enough, but I'm not fluent in most of them or any of them. Do like my Swedish as well. But yeah, it does feel brilliant when you can have a full-on conversation with someone in another language.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Okay. I'll see you there then, bud.
Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting your friend, Lodgok.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the
Alright. Is that the main entrance? No. So I should just be able to go down. Oh no, it's somewhere else. Fucking hell. Fucking miles away. Where the fuck? Jesus Christ, we're travelling a long way. I'm sorry. Right. Well, long time no see, Lodgok. How you been, mate? All good?
A friend who speaks Gobbledegook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
Why do we need Amit to speak Gobbledegook if you're here? Can you not speak Gobbledegook then?
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock.
Yeah.
Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more.
Indeed.
Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bacard, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does
Those are the
Ranrock care so
teachers.
much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak Gobbledegook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be Gobbledegook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read Gobbledegook better than you can speak it.
I can, sir.
Just, Lord Gok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
Oh, I
What
see.
written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind.
So that's why we need Amit.
And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Can you tell me more about this door?
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Alright, well, we'll head off then.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Alrighty. Let's go then. Oh my god, the fat shaming. Don't fat shame me!
The door is looking at us.
Okay.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Alright, I hope so, mate. Stay close to me. Don't want you getting hurt in this whole kerfuffle. Alright, here we go.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Yeah, it's probably best not to romanticize what you're about to see, Amit. We're not going to see some very decent stuff down here. Be ready to be attacked, mate. Don't know what could be down here.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this.
Revelio.
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Oh, there you are. Alright.
I still can't believe we're inside a
Accio.
real goblin mine.
Okay.
Revelio.
I can't interact with it. So we could ride it.
Revelio.
Alright, we go down this way. Keep up on it.
I've read about mines like this. See, it's something else altogether.
Ready to jump? Alright, well, I'll see you on the other side.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Such arrogance.
Shit.
It's a great human attack. I won't rest until...
Oh, Bombarder from the meat. Nice one. Okay, you can hold your own meat. Nice.
Fascinating to see Gobbledegook written in a goblin hand.
Shut up!
The flourishes are extraordinary.
Shut up!
There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Meat, shut up! Fucking goblins there!
How nice of you to stop by.
Okay, sure. No! Just wouldn't let me execute, fair enough.
How nice of you to stop by. Just keeping you on your toes.
No, I was aiming at you, but for some reason it just went past you. I don't know what that was all about.
You won't get away with it.
Descendo. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
I shall avenge your death.
No, you won't.
How many of them are there?
Quite a
That should be
few.
the last of them, Amit.
The amount of Wiggenworld potions I'm picking up, I don't really need much for
We
potions.
seen, do we?
Accio.
No clue. Ah,
Confringo. Accio.
where's this taking us then?
Revelio. Don't think I've found all the plans. Best keep looking.
Oh, okay. That's the exit. Fair enough.
Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Let's go, Amy.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Let's go on, bud.
Revelio.
Hello,
Hello,
Remora.
Remora.
There we are. House banner. Nice. You okay, buddy?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
Fair enough, bud.
Without further ado, adieu.
Adieu. Adieu, 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 adieu. So long, farewell, Alvidas, and goodbye. Hey, bud.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research.
You know of
And I
her.
know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
Indeed.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war.
Another one?
I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Take care of yourself. So he met Miriam. That's...
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
Very solemn moment. And here I was thinking that he was friends with Sirona already. I guess that's not the case. I guess he met Miriam before all that as well. It must feel awful for him. Ranrock was probably his first ever friend, you know, his only friend basically. Only for them to hear of him possibly killing Miriam just out of spite. I think that would turn anyone's allegiances. Especially after murdering someone so innocent and so kind. That would screw anyone up.